you got to tell us a little bit about Sunday morning. I was in Sunday school for the most, other than the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But Sunday evening was unreal. Talk to us first a little bit about Sunday morning.
One of the tough Pentecostal sermons we preach is sowing and reaping. Be not deceived, God's not mocked. Whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap. I think every preacher has preached it. And it's something that needs to be preached over and over and over. But we always preach it on weeds, always. You know, if you lie, you're going to reap it. If you steal, you're going to reap it. If you murder, you're going to reap it. If you're hateful, you're going to reap it. Weeds will grow in the garden, but so will watermelons, so will cucumbers, so will corn. He said, if you sow sparingly, you'll reap sparingly. If you sow bountifully, you'll reap bountifully. So I turned it around Sunday, never heard it preached like this before, and I'm sure there's nothing new under the sun. But I mentioned you'll reap what you sow. Be not deceived, God's not mocked. But instead of just talking about sin and reaping sin, I thought if we will sow anger sparingly, you're going to get anger sometime. You're not Jesus. You'll have to repent and get it right. If you'd sow hate sparingly, and sometime you just get hurt. But if you just say, hey, I'm not going that way this time. I'm not going to sow it and reap 6 months later. If you'd sow unforgiveness sparingly. So a lot of us carry unforgiveness. Sometimes it takes weeks to get it out. But carry sparingly. I ain't going to do it this year. Carry anger. Carry this stuff sparingly. But bountifully, carry blessings. So we're in a restaurant, and I see 4 police officers sitting up there. And I looked at these men that all they're facing in our nation right now. I called the waitress, so I said, Sheila and I, we want to buy their lunch. So I made a friend. He come back, they hugged their neck. So bless people. Then somewhere down the road, Sheila and I, we're going to get it back. And you and Jesse's going to get back. Kara's going to get it back. John and Hannah and Henry's going to get back. Chloe's going to get back. My family, it'll come back. It don't always come to me. It'll come to my outreach, to my family. So bless people, help people, sow mercy, be merciful. You don't have to let people run over you, be mean to you, be hateful to you. Kiss Judas and walk away, but don't hate him. Don't talk about him. Don't run him down. Just walk away. Just shut the door. Just walk away. But sow mercy bountifully. Mercy will stop judgment. Enemy tries to set judgment up, and you sowed mercy, it'll stop judgment. Something we don't talk about David, when President Biden, he don't want nothing of Donald Trump's folk around. Donald Trump didn't want nothing of Obama's folks around. They want to clean out the last administration. David becomes king. He said, you remember that king we used to have everybody wants to forget about? He said, ain't there nobody left? I want to bless him. I don't want to forget him. Me and Jonathan had a covenant, and I feel the Lord now. I want to show mercy. Most kings, they want to forget everybody behind them. David had so much mercy. They said, yeah, down in Lodabar, there's a Habasheth. He said, go get him. He said, but he's crippled. Ministry dropped him. The people carrying him dropped him. Pick him up. Go pick him up and bring him to the king's table. He maybe have to carry it every time, but bring him. And because David had mercy, David did stuff he ought to have been killed, but because he had mercy, he reaped mercy the rest of his life.
Man.
God, when he went to Ziklag and everything got stolen, God gave it back because he had sowed mercy. He reaped mercy.